My friends, there's a lot of drama accumulated, and I have to talk about as much of it as possible. The plan is to check Sniper Wolf, daily upload as always. It's gonna show up in my videos every now and then. But the main thing is to check Internet Anarchist. He touched on Sniper Wolf, obviously, like every drama king or queen wants to, check what's the biggest drama of all time. Okay, so he didn't have anything interesting to say, but he had fairly interesting things to say about Logan Paul that he idolizes at the same time while trashing him. I am impressed. I'm a fan, but I don't like Logan Paul that much because of this and that and this and this and that, and it's just piling on reasons. Like, Internet Anarchist is truly a phenomenon to behold. But what's bizarre about this guy is that he likes Penguinz0 a lot. Like, he's kissing his feet like it's Jesus, like the actual Jesus, bro. Like the student of Jesus, the follower, the true follower, bro. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before, where someone just kissing someone else's feet. Some next level NPC behavior, we'll see. Also, there's Antwenum. And hopefully you know that Antwenum plays a role in Drama 2024. You can see him falling down into place. You can see him, sort of getting a hint of what's happening. Oh, you want a Minecraft movie? Yeah. That will be that will be happening. I can't wait to deliver a Minecraft movie with you. Yeah. There's also declaration of war. With my neighbors is the same fucking thing. I'm dealing with a shitty doctor who, is thrown by the government to be a leech. I mean, it is what it is, but I get paid for it, so it's a job. It's fair trade. But we'll deal with that. And there's some pitfalls. I can make mistakes. I have to be fucking very smart about it. Because it's a fucking chess game every single time. The medication chess game, you can imagine, bro. But then there is the neighbors, the second problem. Two major problems in my life, besides dealing with my mom sometimes, can be frustrating. But it's tame in comparison of unexplored territories that can be incredibly dangerous to me, if I make wrong moves. Well, the declaration of war, I'm gonna post them information, and every now and then, every hour, I will offload 20% of my stress. My stress is gonna accumulate as points, and I will unleash like 10 points right now, which will be multiplied simply because I suffered for a very, very long time now. So, multiply it. I'll bring them back, what they give to me. Simple revenge, eye for an eye moment. The most important thing, you can't do eye for an eye, because you're actually hurting someone. Like, when I am just making noise, I'm not hurting anyone. I'm distracting them. I'm making them more interested in me. And we still have to play the game of not hurting anyone. Or it's going to be very, very fucking nasty, because they're the only enemy that I can possibly have. They're the neighbors. And with neighbors, things are a lot fucking weirder. You can't just chase me and attack me and bother me in any way, because I will make it worse. I have the power to make it worse. I have the power to be upset about my neighbors if I don't fucking like them. They have the power to do the same thing, but I'm not initializing anything here. I want things to stop. I don't want things to continue. I'm not the problem to be solved, you see. So there's a lot of people in there, in that family. But, at some point they hit rock bottom and they start shitting out children who turn into demons, who don't have good parenting. Children without good parenting are just demons waiting to happen. And at age 5 or 6, potentially they're already demons. Like, you can even imagine a crying baby can be a demon already. A baby. From 0 years, you can already be a demon. I don't give a fuck, bro. Children are not child. It's just as dangerous. You know, the child's Hitler, as they call it. It's just as dangerous and just as easy to fucking see as Hitler himself. All right? Super easy. You try to eradicate these kind of people, or try to teach them a lesson of some kind. Cripple them somehow so they stop doing damage to whoever. Anyone can be a demon from any age. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna fight this fucking war as best as I can. And it's purge level 23 now. Just +1 since the last time. I have increased the purge level, which wasn't that fucking long time ago. Because obviously American government is scared of TikTok and wants to ban it again. Wants to get rid of it faster. Remove TikTok, guys. I'm so scared. And Trump will fucking, you know, finalize that move because he wanted so badly. Or they want to buy it and censor everyone. Either way, it's a loss. No one's gonna fucking sell TikTok. They're not gonna sell TikTok because Europeans are still gonna fucking use it and be proud of that. And we need that shit really badly. We're gonna fight for that shit. The purge is going strong. And it makes me stronger because I'm the only one who's aware of what the fuck to do and how to even respond. Because you always respond with just pure anger. There's nothing else to do. Just pure anger. We have to fight for this bullshit somehow. We have to invest some amount of attention towards these problems. I will split myself as best as I can, so my anger is not going to push me to actually make any actions that waste my resources. Not going to set me on fire. All right? I'm still going to stay still like a statue that gives advice to people of what to do with their lives. But that's why you do this work as best as you can, so you don't have to be in action. You don't have to be the farmer that fucking shoots shit, you know, manure on policemen and gets attacked back and gets arrested eventually. Like, you don't want to be that guy. But farmers, they don't give a fuck. They will fight for whatever because, you know, the consequence of them losing or winning is fucking starvation to the population, bro. Well, if they win, they probably are nice enough not to starve us, but, you know, gotta be careful with that shit. So, you know, we'll see what farmers want. I still haven't checked it out, what the history is and how long it's lasting right now. Because I'm sure the battle is gonna be, you know, 2 years. What did you expect, bro? Everything lasting 2 years. Exactly. And this thing is going to get worse. We only can hear about it, about farmers, but no one's talking about it. Meaning that it's going to be just like COVID. Like, oh, we have seen it like 2019. That's why we call it COVID-19 and all that shit. But the actual time when it breaks out worldwide is 2020, right? So the same fucking script, like Apocalypse wants to fucking laugh in our faces when delivering the same exact script over and over again, as if we're that fucking stupid. Like, literally nobody said what I'm saying, that this is fucking scripted at this point. Like, it's predictable to insanity. Anyways, yeah, just like, you know, Russia prepared for the war across like 3 months. We have seen them, like, move the equipment and prepare for the war. It was fucking visible. But only when the war started, obviously, Ukraine, oh, we have to evacuate. It's like, what? The war starts when the tanks move into place. The war already started. It's just like, when they don't explain what the fuck they want to do with all this equipment. So, you know, you can predict things even before they're happening, not before they happen. but before they're happening full force. But of course, you need to know motivation of like what farmers want. What is the achievement? And I don't need to know. I already know too much. You know, I'm already like brimming with information because it's on my doorstep. You know, it's just like I'm living this fucking life. I'm the farmer myself. I want peace and quiet, bro. I'm farming information of all kinds. And I don't want some fucking assholes bothering my existence at this point for no good reason. Putting me under stress. Anyways, we have some purge, we have some horror in this speech. And we have lost all the pings. Anyways, let's see this penguin thing. But again, let's chill with Sniper Wolf first.
Also, you just stick your finger in your belly button, sniff it, and if it's stinky, that's your clue to go take a shower.
What the fuck? Clue? And if you collect 3 clues, you go take a shower.
It's like a mouth, and like it
There's a whole fucking 5-minute craft conspiracy she's trying to uncover, bro.
around the toilet's mouth. I would like to know how these people think, and I think that's how they think. It's done. We leave you alone for 4 days and come home to this. I mean, you should not leave your child alone for 4 days, especially with 5-minute crafts and a house that has 20 gallons of liquid soap
And to finalize, I still need to watch like a bigger.
Hello, friends. Rent. Bye. I think it's hilarious when people.
I also think it's hilarious. Wow, I never had so much fun watching Sniper. I have never given Sniper such a fucking score before. The last time it was like the lowest one ever. Wow. Yeah, what a special day we're gonna have. But let's see how many penguins we're gonna find in this Antarctic place. Penguin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, situation. 11, 12. We have 12 videos to watch, guys. Out of how many? Out of how many, bro? Out of 82. This guy is worshipping Penguin like crazy, bro. Like I'm worshipping Sniper Wolf. I have checked Penguin before, and I was not impressed. But he seems to be useful, you know. Like most people who cover information. However, because of lack of effort into thumbnails, the only indication that the video is worth watching is the amount of views it has. So, not a very useful channel overall. Series talking about aliens. I mean, all of these, it's like super clickbait. And you have to pay attention as well. In case he has reputation. If he doesn't have reputation, it's just some fucking insane person throwing a bunch of crap onto the internet that you have to click to find out. You have to go through the crap to figure out what it is. No thanks. Alright? I'm done with that shit. But we're gonna watch secondhand smoking of his reputation. When I'm done with this, I'll be making my card game. Alright, that's the next step. But right now it's very cold. It's like minus couple degrees. And there's no real heating, to be honest. So my mom got sick. Like, it's just messed up situation. I can't actually do intense programming because it will make me uncomfortable. But I already have a plan on how I'll do my card game and potentially unlock more abilities to make more games. Who knows? Anyways. Penguin destroying everyone, it seems so easy. Holy shit. Such a brutally honest person, right? Or is he just making more enemies is the question. I will end Penguinz0. Now that's a pretty sweet thing to say. Just to make sure I'm not lying, we have this. Where's that Logan Paul piece? There's Andrew Tate piece. There could be a different person. There's a lot of drama channels, to be honest. Shit. I don't got it. It must be a different person. Let's see, who is it? If I even created one. Ah, some kind of king thing. King of nothing or something. Alright, whatever. They're all the same to me. But apparently they have different quirks. Alright, so Anarchist is a little bit bigger than this guy. That clearly is way more cringy as well.
Is literally threatening people to come and fight.
Yeah, not a good diet, I would say. Because it's not just about what you eat, but how you fucking behave and how you manifest relationships. Yeah. And manifesting death in general is probably not a good idea. I don't eat animals, I eat their meat that has been processed already. And animals probably existed for that one reason alone, unfortunately. So these are farm animals, or farmed animals. We're not hunting them down like savages anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of vegan dummies running around and taking this as an argument against humanity. So what are we going to be wasting time on for 30 more minutes?
Attention.
It's a goofy YouTube.
Okay, so there has to be a plot twist because Penguin is attacking someone and criticizing someone who kills animals, which is something that a vegan wouldn't like. So how do they get into a fight against each other if they're on the same team? Yeah, I mean, Penguin is definitely hidden by a wall of disgusting material. Ugh, it's very difficult to get to that guy.
Watch a video titled Penguinz0 the Arch Hypocrite.
Ah, of course. It's the ultimate fucking argument. There's no hypocrisy, it's just like, we shouldn't glorify animal killing as content. Everyone agrees on that fucking part. Whoever is crazy enough, psychopathic enough to kill animals with their bare hands or design tools to kill animals, whoever wants to sleep on those fucking ideas, go ahead. We'll buy it from you. You know, we'll buy the meat from you. Congratulations. That's it. That's the end of the argument. That's how we fucking live as a society, guys.
Are made.
Okay, I actually support the vegan here because whatever Penguin is doing is pretty fucking gross. Alright.
They're really well thrown.
But I don't, again, support the idea of like, oh, hypocrisy if you support animal cruelty in any way. Like, if you're doing gross things on YouTube, which does remind people of animal cruelty, then yeah. You shouldn't fucking be doing that shit. Especially when criticizing the same exact thing. Alright, fair enough so far.
When you can't even do that yourself. So you're just a complete hypocrite, and if anything, what you're doing is arguably worse because, again, you're paying someone else to do it. It's happening behind closed doors. You can keep getting away with this.
So you want to see animal cruelty? Yes. Yeah, at some point it's just some fucking brainwash.
Such thing as humane killing. There's no way to kill a sentient being nicely because murder is inherently cruel. It is.
I mean, yes, there is. How do lions hunt down big herds of animals. You know, they pick out whoever is gonna be slacking back and whoever they can catch up to. They will eat that shit. All right, that's why lions exist, and it's a very tough existence, and it's cruel lifestyle in general. So, unfortunately, being a predator, right? But a human gets all kinds of experience out of life. When it comes to nature, we don't understand what it is, my friend. You don't understand what animal is. We don't understand nature at all. Like, we try our best, but we don't understand. And some people can fucking hug animals and be like, oh, please don't kill it, please don't kill it. But, like, what's the point of your stupid animal? We understand what human is, and we understand that animal pretty fucking different. Unless we get too close, all right? Unless we stare into their eyes and their intentions. If we try to read their language and all that shit. If we try too hard, yes, it's very difficult to kill animals then. So, besides animal cruelty, there's also, like, if you watch too many fucking kitty videos and dog videos and all that fucking cute animal videos, I mean, I'm sorry, bro. That's also animal cruelty, unfortunately, because not everyone is so cute and deserving of life. Of the moment you're gonna hear that, oh, a dog has been killed by someone, like, oh my god, we have to destroy this guy's life. Like, it's, I understand I packed in a lot of information here, but taming nature is just a very long process. And this is where we are at. You know, if you can improve on every single aspect, then your argument holds enough power to change things. Otherwise, we're just talking to each other. I don't give a fuck about talking to each other. I want changes. I want to improve my life.
Addressing a controversy where he would
Yeah, he made a video called Garbage with a thumbnail that looks like garbage, and he addresses a bunch of fucking garbage. Only fanboys can figure out what the fuck's going on. You know, that's an indoctrination sort of moment. Like, he's creating such a barrier between a regular person and a fan. He only wants the fans. He only wants dedication. It's a very interesting strategy, I would say. Might as well split screen a little bit, because I think I'm getting pretty close.
Where I've always wondered, how do you respond when an alpha male insults you?
It also feels like he's, you know, trying to be poetic, but he can't get to the point quickly enough. Let's see how long it takes for him to get to the point.
But it's hard.
Yeah, it's such a, like, pull tactic, right? Oh, I pulled your attention. All right, let me just give you a little bit of something and pull your attention again. All right.
And then, like, theory crafting the optimal response to it, and he comes up with this zinger. It's called Soap. God, that's lame. He was probably one of the lead writers on the...
Okay, if it's lame, let's fucking replace it. It's just the writing. You can fucking do it yourself. All right. If someone calls you stinky, you come up with soap. You know, they say, I'm not stinky. You probably have never heard of soap. I mean, that seems pretty reasonable to me. I would set it aside of, like, yeah, sure. It's not something I would be comfortable with, because I'm not comfortable with anything, but this guy just slamming immediately. So he pulls you and then creates an arbitrary fucking, I don't know, a problem that he's solving by being upset about it.
It is actually sad, and I've said this before. Pickup artistry used to be a huge movement. Luckily, it's died out very much over the last few years, but...
Ah, yes, of course. Luckily, guys. Almost everything he says slowly kind of fucking pisses me off. Yeah, like, he's just running around, like, trying to get his point across, but he doesn't care whether he steps on a mine, half of his leg explodes and whatnot. Like, you must understand, like, pickup artistry is something. I don't want to disrespect it. I mean, if people actually approach women, it's something. As long as they don't give anything to women. As long as they just tease them, that's a pretty good fucking skill to let people have. All right? Just tease women, whichever woman just fucking falls down to the ground and begs that man to stay in their lives. I mean, that's a shitty woman. You take that away from me, you know, into your dungeon. I don't care whether pickup artistry exists or not. I don't know what his problem is. But I know that it's fading away because we're now stuck with the fucking computers, with the screens. And I don't necessarily like to be stuck here. I want more options. I'm just saying. So whatever he's fucking happy about, I'm not happy at all.
Doc is such a bitch.
2010. So, what was the relevancy of the things that he just dumped himself into? This guy is a troubling man. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping for something. I mean, he hooked me up, pulled me into his video, and gave me just shit into my hands. It's almost fucking horrifying. You might not know how much you're gonna get, but you know it's gonna be shit, one way or the other. I don't want to criticize too much, but I'm not impressed, to say the least. I'm already practicing some comebacks, you know, against alpha male. I mean, he's an alpha male. He can say things, and he can also like indirectly just say of like, oh, these will not work. Now I have internet after 14 years later. Am I right? Things have evolved. Pickup artistry is now just pick up some porn and watch it. Basically, that's all you need to pick up. That's all the fucking reward.
In his comment section that really give vegans a bad rap and a negative reputation in the world. They vilify anyone who's not a vegan. They treat it like a cult where you're a huge piece of shit, evil, and wrong if you're not in their club. No.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to do that. You want to gain self-esteem and not attack other people for your own self-esteem. Because that never fucking works. Meaning that if you're vegan, you're supposed to gain self-esteem naturally. You should grow reputation naturally. You can brag about it by achieving that thing. Unless people don't care about it. Then, I mean, you can attack them, but you have to find a very good reason that they actually care about. And you're not gonna find slaughter. People who dive themselves into slaughtering other animals. You're not gonna find these people out here. So being vegan is very difficult to like hold that as a badge of honor of some kind and brag about it. Like, it's very difficult. I don't know how you do it. But, I mean, if you do bodybuilding, maybe that's one way. As long as you don't get into extreme versions of that. But there's got to be some crazy leaders out there. You know, you never know what you're going to get. 50% of the time, you're going to get a crazy leader who's suicidal in one way or the other, who's just going to burn to a crisp, and you're going to have a casual leader. Now, you know, he's going to run the course, and when he's tired and doesn't want to do it anymore, he's going to retire. Simple as that. So, we got the crazy one in our hands.
Himself. This is the worst way of ever getting anyone to convert to that belief, by constantly antagonizing them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you need to find reasons, and not to antagonize, not to make people villains, because you're not a part of our community. You are an enemy. You can't do that. All right, communities have to be fairly, you know, self-representative, basically. They have something that other people don't. And if you want to be a part of that community, you gotta take these steps, and here's how they will improve your life, and like blah, you can join in. and here's the advantages that you're gonna get by joining, all that shit. Like, there's a lot of steps you have to go through to be a part of a community, and you have to be verified for that shit. Like a community of driver's license people, you know, these are very weird people, but I appreciate that they know how to drive a car, not into a tree and not into me. Thank you very much.
The trash, that shit.
Funny enough, Penguin did not bother with Sniper Wolf. He just responded to the doxing part. And obviously vomited the same fucking sentiment that, oh my god, she's not reacting to videos. The same sentiment. So, unfortunately, he avoided the black hole of drama that would identify him, you know, in his strategies. He seems to be reasonable at the moment. Defending himself, that is.
In the fitness industry that even so much as walks by a diner that has meat on the menu. You go out of your way to be an asshole to people and then act surprised when people think you're an asshole.
Yeah, this goes deeper than just veganism, because Europe is made out of cults and communities and all that shit. Now that one's tough, because that one, like, exists. And it's in somewhat of a harmony. But to unpack fucking European lifestyle, bro, that one's crazy.
Is just as, if not more toxic than my community. And what the hell?
Yeah, it's so interesting. Especially on YouTube, you're gonna fucking see that. The community leak aspect. Because every community is toxic. Everyone, without exception, is gonna be toxic, because everyone wants to do, like, self-defense work. But, you know, they're looking for weapons laying on the ground. They're crafting shit. Not realizing that all of them are gonna get in trouble. Potentially get kicked out of YouTube itself. Like, it's pretty fucking serious.
Animal ethic.
Like, YouTube is fighting harassment dead on. They're hiding certain comments. They're deleting comments almost after they are created. You know, they're not notifying you when they're deleting comments. YouTube is fighting harassment shit, like, to a whole nother level that you can't comprehend. But I've been around in the comment section and I've analyzed quite a lot of stuff like this. But people can't help themselves. Because they have the power of an anonymous behavior, they sort of want to do whatever they want, right? They're the maximum toxic. They're not NPCs walking around. They're just, like, full-on exposing themselves, full-on naked, full of M&Ms, bro. This aspect, by the way, this might be a domino collapse of the consequence of the purge, where YouTubers gonna fight other YouTubers in a way, because it's just pure lawlessness. Just like Jack's Films have, you know, initiated this whole attack on Sniper Wolf, and he's actually upset. Jack's Films actually clearly upset that he's not upsetting Sniper Wolf enough, that his comments that comes from his toxic community, his comments doesn't reach her anymore. That's fucked up, man. We know what's going on. I can see it very clearly. His intentions are not fucking clean. And this is why I don't like Jack's Films. But, you know, there's gonna be more of the same shit. Of people being desperate, so they think they will just create drama out of thin air and get away with that. What you have to do is go into an eternal battle of detoxifying your community. It's the most important thing. It's kind of like thinning yourself to find gold. Thinning your subscribers to see who are the best subscribers is the only way. The only way is the other way, and not throwing your toxic subscribers to attack someone else. That's not how you're fucking gonna succeed past this point. I would say not on my watch, you know, because I know the game. I know the rules.
Germany, it was legal to kill Jews. So is it okay to keep slaves and kill Jews as long as it's legal? No. So if the law doesn't determine morality, then why are you using that as an argument?
Yeah, it is very suspicious, I would say. But the reason why he uses legality as an argument, because he's an edgy little fuck, this Penguin boy.
He made was
I would say, like, Penguin desperately looking for loopholes to be lazy but effective. That sort of style. To pick up fucking comments from 14 years ago and pretend that it's content of some kind, because he can sugarcoat the whole thing. Like, that's fucked up behavior to me.
that is complete.
You know, he's secretly super fucking lazy, super annoying. And the only thing left is to see how toxic his community is, the moist meter, you know? We're gonna use that to determine toxicity.
Actually making that argument that if animals do it, it's okay for us to do it, then you can't criticize So Young.
Yes, I can. And yes, he can. Because we don't want to fucking see it, bro. We don't want to glorify it as content. What the fuck, man?
Finally end with
Now, yeah, the emulation. You don't want to emulate a predator as well. It's just the most... You're not building character, to say the least. And he also acted as a predator. From this, you know, picture you can tell. I would just, you know, kindly step down as a leader because you started off the wrong foot and people, you know, catching up to your bullshit, so...
likes and
But good job on making a dent on Penguin's reputation. We're going in the right direction. We're going towards the ends.
personally attacking.
You see, Penguin is just one of those big, giant skibidi toilets that you just have to flush eventually. Of like, well, you have manifested across the internet, but if you look like shit, so I'm gonna just press that button and make you disappear. All right, thank you very much. And you can cast your, you know, toxic community against the people who want to flush you down and start a war and all that shit. And we're gonna fight. We're gonna watch a few more Skibidi episodes. But that's the drama, my friends. There's Antwenum drama who's showing up side by side with this one. So there's two dramas this year to look for. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Sniper and Mr. Beast, but I'm pretty sure I know what I have to work on personally and analyze.
Hypocrite, you do this, you're a hypocrite, she does this, she's not a hypocrite, you're a hypocrite, big hypocrite. That's not educational and it doesn't do anything. You're not challenging my beliefs, you're not making me reevaluate the way I look at things, that's just you doing an...
I can't truly judge what's going on in this debate, but you're not going to be challenging your beliefs until you're like face to face with someone. It's the same thing that happened with, you know, Sneeko.
I'm out for this too.
And you can sort of see like this taking advantage of the idea that it's a ping pong battle of like it goes back and forth of like I respond to you, respond to me, I respond to you, and blah blah blah. It just never ends until you have to cut it at some point, just because milking that one dramatic thing is it's going to be boring to the audience. That's about it.
We can gain.
Boring, or some people going to get lost. It becomes messy. You know, you're supposed to run Simpsons episodes on YouTube where every single video you make is not a continuation, is just something people are familiar with, but it's going to have its own plot played out across the entire episode and ends that way. So, yeah.
Since you want to...
Going back and forth with someone is dangerous, to say the least. You have to have a limit of how much you want to go back and forth. Just like Jackson should have had a limit of how much he wants to throw into another person's garden. You know, how much hatred he wants to throw. Because he doesn't seem to wanting to stop just because, like, Sniper Wolf doesn't like him and doesn't want to respond to him. All of a sudden, he feels the need to, you know, rush into battle. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I'm watching his every move, and Jackson just seems to, you know, not be under control over his emotions, to say the least. But we'll see. Hopefully the drama can, you know, suffocate a little bit, because I'm already handling two major ones to be happening. There's the Skibidi toilet. What Antwenum is What is he part of? Games that can't be released. Now, funny enough, like, Antonym is not actually a part of it. It's his girlfriend that's a part of it. Meaning that he's kind of indirectly tipping his toes. And also, Minecraft is related. So he's like, and I'm related to Antonym, and I hate him as a person. You know, because that's where the Discord experience has started. I like Discord, and it's great that I had the experience. And I shouldn't be hating Antonym for anything. It's just, you know, it's sort of, don't meet your idols. Not necessarily because the idols themselves are fucking stupid, but the toxicity around them is just uncontrollable. I didn't met Antonym. I met his, you know, moderator team. The reason why games never get released is because there's a real-life aspect to everything. You think everything is going, and everything is finalizing, and this blah, 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 is going into that one point of release, and then you get insecure about something. And then something falls apart. And then it's a huge delay before anything can be updated. A huge insecurity just takes a chunk of that self-esteem, and an entire game can just be, you know, never coming out. Just never. If it's something like reasonable, like a big company doing a movie and promising things, like you cannot defeat a company, but you can definitely defeat individuals who think they will just pull something out of their ass. So Hytale and Bazaar getting pulled out of someone's ass, it's never gonna fucking happen, bro. It's just gonna be delayed over and over and over and over and over again until it becomes a big company. Like, even Hytale is trying to be saved right now by, like, a big company, by Riot, right? It's crazy. Like, a big company is trying to save this fucking game because it looks promising. But it's gonna be dramatic, to say the least, of what's gonna happen, because this is the pivot point of, like, where we get enough information to talk about Hytale and the other game. We get just enough information for sure.
Funny inside.
Yeah, the funny part about pickup artistry is just the skills itself that pisses off other men. You know, like, you get pissed off. So whatever Penguin just did, being pissed off at someone 14 years ago, he's kind of leaking self-esteem, to say the least. Like, it was such a bizarre video to click on, and just to see, like, him lose so much reputation just because I clicked his video. Like, but fuck it, so you hook me in and I get disappointment, I get shit in my hands, and it stings. It still stings after like an hour of staying there in my hands. Like, it's what? I thought it just evaporates. It's like imaginary shit. Like, it like pixelates out of existence. I will forget about him picking on pickup artistry, you know. But like, nah, it stings, bro.
Seemed like the back and forth had fun.
Yeah, like what Penguin figured out of, like, oh, common sense is so cool. But what he actually was trying to do in his life, drum rolls, is to just be lazy as fuck. You know, of like, what's the laziest thing I can do? Oh, common sense, of course. Holy shit, how did I not think about that? Common sense, of course. That should have been common sense, but it's not common sense for some reason. Why is it not common sense that you don't use common sense in life to solve all the problems? Because you have to live your life. You can't just common sense your life. You can't do that.
Simply.
That's why he looks like Jesus. He's that dude that wants to project himself as a common sense man that sits there and, like, commits leadership of some kind. But I don't see that way. You know, I just see it's just the lazy fucking ass way to establish yourself. Just found some kind of loophole and just went through with it. Which means it means something. Every single time you press that flush button and the dude is never gonna come back from drama the same way ever again out of another toilet. I mean, something changes in the world. Some kind of opportunity opens up for more people to be accepted and valued. You know, when we flush shit like this where he belongs, down to the sewers, to scramble for scraps of self-esteem and self-worth.
You're just mad that I made you look like a fool.
The video once again.
Yeah, he did make him look like a fool. Because, again, you don't make this, like, long-lasting reply chain. Like, at some point you gotta cut short, you know? So who ended this whole nonsense? It's painful, bro. Like, how many bounces have happened between them? Like, 4 each? 4 videos each? What's going on, bro?
With the video garnering over 22,000 dislikes compared to a mere 3.8 thousand likes.
Man, shove those fucking numbers down your throat, Mr. Anarchist. Anyone who says numbers? I mean, please explain what that means. You know, what these numbers mean? Because it's just toxicity in general. Like, it's not an argument. It's just like, oh, people don't like this guy. Okay, thank you. You don't have to, like, shove specific numbers. This guy is being disliked this amount. Unless you're collecting data because it's funny. You know, like, this is not funny. This is kind of cruel.
Like, you have used this.
It's cruel and also cheesy because you're cheating the system by enabling dislikes for yourself. So neither of this fucking make any sense.
Charlie is like.
It is very interesting. You know, like, Charlie is a lazy dude who's just, like, figure out of, like, oh, common sense. But wait for it, guys. Wait for it. Common sense is gonna attract me to drama. And I'm gonna be a part of every single drama as the common sense guy. You know, maybe that's what Skibidi Toilet is all about. It's all about finding a way to squeeze yourself into drama, to be in a part of the ring of, you know, of like, who's gonna fight next. Maybe I can fucking wiggle myself in and get some attention. Maybe that's how it fucking goes. Because I don't know what Skibidi Drama is. I just know there's faces that we have to get rid of. We have seen them way too many times, and they actually don't hold any value in actuality. Unless we put pressure on them and they change themselves into something more reasonable. So, okay, cool. Cool little vegan drama. Alright, what else do we have? Ended his career. So let's see what's the newest edition. Who fucking woke me up to do this video? Let's see who we have to thank for.
The nicest I could be. I could literally cancel you, Charlie, and I choose not to. I'm the friggin' people hunter.
Perhaps the better.
Yeah, I mean, it is a pretty difficult job that I just took to cancel. The guy with long hair. I also have long hair for a very interesting reason. Not because it's style, but because I'm also lazy. In terms of my, you know, appearance. I don't care how I appear. But a person who's, like, on the internet for so long, like, at some point you have to care how you appear. You can't be lazy all the way through your career. Like, you have to improve in some fucking fashion. But it's almost deliberate at this point. It's almost like taking advantage of the whole situation. So let's see how far we're gonna go with this one more clip. You know, you can't defeat Penguin without analyzing the drama itself. Something that Anarchist was actually pretty decent enough to collect everything about. So his obsession about Penguinz0 was actually negative to Penguinz0. Wow. Thank you, Anarchist. Very cool.
Honest, exploitative, he was deceiving everyone, all...
Talking about faces that have to be flushed into non-existence.
The upload featured Max documenting his journey through the dark recesses of YouTube in search of users with malicious intent towards children.
I love this shit. Predators hunting for predators. But if you can't find predators fast enough, then you become the fucking asshole. You know, hunting down, like, it has to be plentiful. You know, this is why there's no predators of predators in nature. There's not a plentiful of predators, and predators are fucking well-equipped to fight back. I wouldn't fucking dare to, you know, fight against child predators and try and find them across the internet. I think that's a fucking terrible hobby, but continue. Maybe I'll change my mind, just like the vegan thing. Not really, because the arguments are pretty fucking clear, but there's always some dude on the dark side sitting in that community and just, you know, oh, I got attention. Oh, cool. I'm a leader now. Oh, cool. Wow. This is a deep one, because I was, you know, inspected, to say the least, because I look like a creepy YouTuber myself, right? I was inspected by Deadwing Dork. And he gave me a quick pass, you know, like, oh, okay, we poked this guy. No, my bad. You know, that sort of fucking thing. Of like, oh, maybe this channel is fine, like, whatever. So, I got a pass, but, you know, I still was thrown into the fire to be tested, to be looked at. That's it.
At the time, YouTube was dealing with an overwhelming infestation of predators, and through videos like this, Max made it his mission to bring them to justice. Max's
infestation that I never heard about? Okay.
Or whoever you're...
I love this as well. The Twitter thing, you know, if you get in trouble, is like, hey, please, someone tweet at YouTube, like, please help me reach YouTube, you know. Please drill into the core, the magma core. Let's get to that thing. Now, I'm pretty upset, because I got a strike from YouTube as well for talking about Trump being the winner of the debate, because that's what I felt like he was. And apparently that was worthy of a strike, because we live in undemocratic worlds where, you know, you talk about elections, you lean towards something, you say something fucking funny, bro. Nah, bro. You get kicked in the balls. Even when you don't actually receive views on this sort of stuff. It's similarly to like COVID-19 sort of thing. You gotta not post it on a thumbnail and title. You gotta be very careful with that shit. This is the sensitive YouTube area. And we have to learn from each other these sort of things that can get you kicked out of the platform. We should be very humble and learn from each other. Because this sort of behavior, you know, Twitter is kind of shutting down right now. We will not have an ability to get unbanned, you know, and it won't get a golden ticket of protection, a bubble of protection from YouTube. Like, it's not going to happen at some point.
Aside between protecting individuals that are predatory, and I feel that if you have predatory issues on your platform, you should use your platform to call out actual predators.
It's not that easy, because you need predators to hunt down predators. Excuse me?
Nothing to do with this, but with all of your power, influence.
We need more power. Wow, this is some bullshit. So there's basically a dude on the internet trying to find... we're catching Pokemons at this point. Trying to find the biggest problem, the most mysterious problem, and in order to solve that problem, we need more power. Oh my god, guys, YouTube is harassing me right now. It's giving me a strikey strike. Give me more power so I can resist this.
Tending to my sick girlfriend.
You know, you will get more power when you stop speaking like a little bitch. You know, like, you'll get a lot more power when you're not just behind the fucking screen, barely existing. I'm sorry, bro. You need power? You gotta act like a normal human being for once. So that's my argument. The only question is, how does this turn into a Penguinz0's drama? Because that's fucking interesting now.
And spending hours...
Shit, he doxed his face, bro. Now we know where his face exists, bro. Shit. Raycon?
Kindly son.
By the way, it's perfect timing because I don't think I hate anarchists no more. This seems pretty fucking legit shit.
Content.
Also, he's not like really siding with Penguin. He's just noticing the whole situation. So, all right.
seeing the significance of what he was creating.
If PewDiePie can come back and talk about Sniper Wolf, then he and others can talk about the Nightmare.
No, he can't. No, I don't think PewDiePie can get himself that dirty.
Community for not joining him on another crusade.
I mean, what are we gonna burn a ring, throw a ring into a volcano? Otherwise, don't count me in, bro. I will tag along if there's an old man who's gonna fucking say, "You shall not pass," and just destroy a bridge because there's a demon on the other side. I will join the gang. But bro, let's not fight all the predators that we can find, you know, like, let's not go into the corners of the universe. Just give people ability to find a safe place instead of trying to go into the depths of oblivion and kill every single demon that we can find. It's backwards.
Reported by Max's next upload, titled, "This is the greatest cancellation of all time" at Penguinz0's. Now,
Getting spicy.
Y'all, I am telling y'all the truth, the objective truth. There are millions of children that are enslaved that need our help.
Charlie's
I mean, there's billions of children potentially who don't have good parenting that have a chance to grow up to be demons. Oh, oops. Do they need our help? We need help to help each other. Whoever is not a demon, whoever is a survivor of zombie apocalypse. We gotta help each other first. And not just be like crying over zombies that surround us. Like, oh my god, we can help this zombie in this particular way of like, oh my god.
Stop it.
A normal child is not gonna spawn in a sex cult. I'm just saying, bro.
to hide, as he either deleted.
You know, like, predator hunter or a predator for power is the question of his entire title. So, yeah, but where's the penguin? Give me the penguin. My mouth is open, bro.
From some ordinary gamers.
What? Isn't that Nerd City? It's definitely Nerd City. Another flushable face, I would say.
Night dogs?
Was that clickbait? I wonder, Mr. Anarchist.
The response from Charlie, but it would cost him his reputation.
Wow, we got like 10 seconds here and there about Penguin, bro. Praise him, please. I don't have much time.
Enough about a mental health condition that he'd been suffering with, hypochondria.
I'm a really big hypochondriac. I am always worried about my health and having some type of really ridiculous ailment. And that sucks, but I'm trying.
Well, thank you for revealing your weakness.
2015, Critical would post a video named Can't Think of a Title. In the video, Critical announced that he was struggling to find a job and was facing legal issues from a car accident he was involved in. So he was considering taking a 50% cut from the money that he was previously donating to charities.
Guys, I will take some of the money. Please don't hurt me.
Donate to, but it turns out many of the websites that rate and review charities, like charity.
I try to give away my money so hard to like other people, but it doesn't work that way, guys. Everyone wants my money for some reason, and they are corrupt people.
Filmed in person. The music video for Skynut was a success and gained over 6.
Right. Wow, what a success. He needs a different channel to upload his stupid high quality stuff because it's completely different from his actual low quality, just rolling in the deep behavior.
The people recognize.
I didn't even knew. You make songs? Wow. No, it is ironically a banger. Ironically.
Anxiety going insano style.
Referenced in his earlier videos, hypochondria. Hypochondria can be described as anxiety of having a serious but undiagnosed medical condition which could end their life at any moment.
A mental problem I've struggled with since I was a kid. It's called hypochondria, and it's basically health anxiety, but to an extreme level. It's health anxiety going insano style, fucking turbo mode. And for me personally, it's had a massive impact on my life. While you were jerking your meat, I was studying WebMD. I would just stay up all night scaring myself with medical information and shit. And of course, this...
Interesting, I would say. It's kind of indirectly a paranoia of disagreements. of someone really disliking the guy. Just like, oh no, can I take some money? Please, no one hate me, please. Can I be lazy, not make thumbnails? Please, no one hate me. Don't worry, Penguin. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.